I think this week. Sorry, go ahead.
We are back, America. Segment 2, IDD Loafy Awards. Here on a Slug 'em Down Saturday. Number 1, Law Dog Alley. Question 1. Welcome back. We got through 2. Our goal is 4. The second segment. So we're going to go right into the next category. What was the next one?
So let me ask y'all's opinion, because I have organizational Loafy, but I really only have like one nomination.
We have one.
I don't have an organizational. I just kept mine all in GM.
Do you have an organizational?
I do.
Okay. So then let's do a quick organizational.
Okay.
Mine is a 3-way intertwined organizational Loafy.
It involves 3
It
organizations?
involves 3 organizations all loafing together. Okay.
Okay.
At the same time?
Well, like in the course of a week.
Okay.
Okay. So
I can't see how these are all intertwined.
week 17 this past NFL season, the Colts head into the unfriendly confines of MetLife Stadium, needing to beat the shitbag Giants for a chance to still be in the playoff race.
The Giants are playing for the first pick in the draft.
And this is like organizational Loafy, like recent or all time?
This year.
Just this year.
Just this year. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So like these organizations just shat themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Colts need to win to stay alive in the playoffs. The Giants are the worst team in the league. They have the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yes, they did at the time.
Okay.
All I do is lose.
And needing a win to keep their playoff hopes alive, they give up 45 points to the Giants. The Colts did. The Giants haven't seen 45 points in a decade. And they give up 45 points. Okay? And the reason why this is intertwined is because by winning the fucking game, the Giants lose out on the first pick in the fucking draft. Because they're imbeciles. Then they go into the post-game press conference and say they're building culture. Okay? Okay?
By the way, that's a funny thing. That's fucking
That is horrible.
Build culture. You're doing whatever. 14 culture. You're gonna fire half the roster. What culture are you gonna build?
Literally, they played 9 home games this year. That was the only one they won. So they were 1-8 at home. I wanted them to be a historic 0-9 at home. Never been done before.
You're gonna suck all.
So now we're not done, and this is where the third organization comes into play.
What was the second one?
Well, it was the Colts failed to win.
Yeah.
The Giants shat themselves by winning.
by failing to lose.
And then the Patriots said, hang on, kids, hold my beer. Because that game caused the Patriots to catapult into the 1 seed of the pick.
See,
and then this is where they loafed. This is where the Patriots loafed. Somehow they let it out that they were going to fire Gerard Mayo.
Somehow it was leaked. Schefter reported.
And because of that, he went out there and won that game. Because he doesn't give a fuck
I don't give a fuck about you.
You're gonna fire me? I'm gonna try to win this fucking game.
To me, that's a separate nomination.
Well, it's like it's an intertwined organizational.
I think that's a separate. nomination.
It could be.
It is.
Yeah.
Because you're like, which one is worse? What the G-men did or what the Patriots did?
Right. Yeah.
Or what the Colts did.
The Colts at this point kind of fall by the wayside.
They fall afterwards.
But
maybe that was the one that
they still had to have things go right in weeks.
Yeah. So they weren't a lock
18.
if they won. It would have been worse if they were.
But that eliminated them.
Yeah. Well, that's bad too.
Now the other thing that kind of brings
That's three Loafy nominees right there. That's a triple Loafy.
And then later,
we have a triple Loafy nominee. That might be it.
And then the worst was, and then
we had a double Loafy, but might as well have a triple.
The thing that really makes it an organizational Loafy for the Giants, is that interviewing the owner after the season ended, he said, "If I had found out we were trying to lose games, I would have fired everybody." You idiot!
As opposed to who are losing games.
So you were that set on going 3-15 or 3-14,
right?
As opposed to fucking 2-15. Organizational loaf.
The draft pick is that's a loaf. The question is it as bad as the Patriots? Because that was my nomination.
Those are 2 loaves.
Because that was my nomination. And again, he's right. See, this Loafy has leakage.
It does.
There's leakage in this Loaf.
It was like
almost. This is where you talk about the diarrhea of Jones.
Yeah,
some kind of shoots out
because there's leakage here.
Kind of like the
because the fact that the front office, the fact that the front office let this out before the game, and they found out about it.
Right.
That's so stupid. It's like what the fuck? Now the guy's pissed off. All right, fuck you. Now they're going to win the game. What do you think he's going to do? What did a human being do? Like, you're gonna fire me? Oh, fuck you! Then I'm gonna bend you before I go out the door.
Yeah.
And they did. He did. Mayo bent them over. It's like the only reason this freaking sauce they hired Mike Vrabel. There's the only solace in this. They did get him, but still, he
You had the
bent.
first pick in the draft. You could have flipped it for, I mean, a king's ransom.
Yeah.
Because you have your quarterback.
Yeah, and it's so many teams need a quarterback.
Yeah.
The bidding on this would have been outrageous.
Yeah.
This would have been the year to trade out of one.
Yeah.
If you didn't need a quarterback yourself,
Right. Yeah.
this would have been the year to trade.
Because there's a lot of talent in the draft. So
there's
you
not a
could
lot of talent. Yeah, you can get a lot. You could to this point, you could have got 4 picks this
D
year.
lineman.
Yeah, you could have
whatever.
addressed. You could have literally. I said to him when the Patriots won started their run the year before in 2000 when they were 5-11. They flipped over. They had 22 free agents and draftees. They half the roster, and they went to the Super Bowl the next year. It wasn't just Tom Brady. That was a big part of it. But the 22, he was one of the 22. But so was Mike Vrabel, who's now the fucking coach. I mean, shit. So anyway, I see your point. I'm just, So the thing is that, does that make, I don't know. They're both bad. They're both bad. I don't know which
They're
one's
both very
worse.
similar.
They're both very
It's very
similar. It's
similar,
like,
so it's
I
kind of-
guess, here's the thing.
I'll throw one at you.
You got
I'll throw
one?
Yeah, I just thought of one.
Okay.
I'd give it to the Atlanta Falcons. And you signed.
Not hiring Bill
more.
Belichick.
I want to hear more.
Well, remember they
Signed Kirk Cousins.
signed Kirk Cousins for all that money, and then drafted Michael
I
Penis,
told you.
and then brought in Michael Penis. Right? They drafted
Ruben
him.
Penix.
I know, but it looks like penis.
He,
But yeah,
he
Penix.
throws like Penix.
Yeah,
He might have a big penis and he
Might be
throws
having a huge hog. I don't know, but and then now they're talking about releasing him, and that's a lot of money they got to pay him to release him. Like, why did you release him?
He was a skinny
So
shit.
I think we were talking. Were we talking about this earlier today
See, to me,
at golf? I think we talked about this at golf
Well, you were talking about Kirk Cousins as the backup for the
Dolphins. He'd be cheap because he's going to get all that money from Atlanta. So he'll be if he wanted to just be on a team and you give him a couple $1 million.
no, that's a steam.
for because nobody's been able to back up Tua.
But think about this.
It's like
They
he goes out, it's over.
But they also could have hired Bill Belichick.
The Atlanta Falcons could have done
And
that.
they hired,
Yes.
instead they hired this guy.
But-
and everybody
but
was
I don't
there.
know,
No,
is
but,
that-
from a coaching perspective, again, I don't know what the deal particular
Yeah.
was, but
Who'd they hire?
they hired this.
Or did they just keep Raheem Morris?
It was Raheem Morris or Belichick, and they gave Belichick 2 interviews, and they decided to go with Raheem Morris. And I don't really know how good of a coaching job he did.
Well, I mean, he had a couple loaf jobs with the clock
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
at the end of the season.
So I'd give that one the
I'm just
vote.
saying
It's
that
for
they could
Atlanta.
have had.
Yeah.
We know this as
And
terms
that's
of
a
coach,
recent one,
In terms
you
of
know?
a coach, it's very rare that Belichick loafs himself as a coach. GM,
Well, and it might have been Bill Belichick too. We don't know this.
I think they would have been better if Belichick was their coach much better.
But
maybe,
didn't he
but
want to be the GM?
Did he want to be there though? He might have
two
wanted to
interviews,
go.
I think he
He
wanted
likes
to.
college girls now. He might have wanted to be.
Yeah,
at
but
UNC.
did you notice?
He actually just graduated.
But did you see in New
get her
Orleans?
master's so she
in
can
New
stay in college.
Orleans, did you see what his girlfriend was wearing?
Hot.
No, she was wearing a Atlanta Falcons
was she?
Super Bowl winning shirt from the year the Patriots
23?
Came back?
No, it was like one of the
Like the ones they give to the
ones that
kids
they
over in
send
Africa.
over to Africa.
She got one from
She was
Africa?
well. I don't know.
They sent her to the continent. We
Yeah.
never go.
I think
Let's send it to Antarctica. No one's
Yeah.
going to the bottom.
I think they had one made to fuck with the like to flaunt
Do
at
you
the
remember
Falcons.
the meme?
Oh my God, that's
Of the
hilarious.
kids, do you remember the meme of the kids in the tribe? The boxes, Super Bowl winners, and they have the kids dancing.
Yeah, I've seen it. I love
Somebody on Twitter.
Giving them that.
It's so bad.
There's a bunch of tribe kids.
Yeah, just dancing.
The box says,
We're about to get-
Falcons.
Dude,
it. Yeah.
I saw somebody.
We're about to get Kansas City Chiefs this year. Yeah. Right.
I saw somebody say something on Twitter today that I was dying laughing about. They said, "Imagine somebody watching the Super Bowl, some kid from Africa watching the Super Bowl, and the kid grew up in Africa a long time ago.
Sure.
And now he's a man. He's watching the Super Bowl and he hears, oh, Patrick Mahomes is trying to be the first quarterback to three-peat. And he's going, what are you talking about? Jim Kelly won 4 in a row.
Yeah. That's great.
Got the shirt.
Oh my God, that's great. That's a really good joke. That's great.
Oh my God!
All right, back to the Loafies. I don't know with this organizational Loafy. And they all suck. They're all shitbags.
I give it to the Patriots for one reason. No, actually,
No, because you guys are actually set up.
we ended up being okay. I give it to the Giants because this is
They're still in
the
Shitsville.
problem is they should have fired everybody in the organization. Just started over. At this point, what the fuck are you doing? You're going to run it back with a quarterback, so-called whisperer, who can't even pick his quarterback now. So what are you going to fucking do? The GM on that stupid show laughed off the owner. Like, Saquon's not going to Philly. Philly's not in play. And then he's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Remember when he goes, looks like Chicago's driving up the price and Philly's out on Saquon.
Oh, my God. This is so bad.
Dumbass.
This is so bad. It is definitely, to me, that's the winner.
Oh,
That's the winner.
Yeah.
It is,
I
because
agree.
you have him on tape laughing off the owner about it, and then sure enough, he goes to the team he was laughing about. He wins the fucking Super Bowl. And then the owner brings him back.
Here's the thing.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
There's two Loafies right there.
Here's the thing about the organizational Loafy. It requires some GM Loafyism, which we won the GM Loafy of the year, right?
right.
And then we have this shitbag. I don't know if it's a coaching Loafy, an organizational Loafy. Losing the first pick.
Yeah.
I think that makes them
bringing everybody back.
the organizational Loafy of the year. Goes
Brian
to the Giants.
Daboll is not known as a culture builder.
No.
He's more of a culture destroyer.
Culture is that of Loafy.
When you say in the game you win, we're trying to build a culture. Like, that's not the guy you build
Absolutely
a culture
pathetic.
with. It's not.
All right.
Anyway,
So
the Giants get
The
it.
Giants are the organization of the year
Yeah, they are right now.
when it comes to Loafies.
There it is.
Way to go.
There it is.
They have 2 or 3 already.
They've got
That's good. We got through that one quick.
This could be like the night Michael Jackson won 7 Grammys.
11
The
minutes
Giants.
on an organizational Loafy.
But I'm saying
That's pretty good.
This could be the night that the Giants pulled a Michael Jackson when he won 7 Grammys. They might win 7
And
Grammys.
Michael Jackson. And
The
it's
Giants are the
Giants.
Giants.
The Giants.
7
The Giants.
You never know.
There was Lady Gaga. There was Michael Jackson. There was Beyonce Knowles. And then there was a 2024 Giants. Okay, we're moving on to Sportscaster Loafy.
Oh, okay.
Now, this can be sportscaster, broadcaster,
Yeah, no
color
matter what it is.
commentator.
Yep, I got
Somebody
it.
who talks about sports.
Or they're on TV.
Oh, like a Colin
Radio.
Howard or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Anybody.
Gotcha.
IDD, the redoubtable one, high question one. You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of us.
Loafies. We're all capable.
That's what
And we all might have pulled one on this show.
Yeah.
So I know I have.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. I mean, we've all
We've all had a loaf.
I mean, look.
Steamy.
You don't come up with the term loafy if you've never loafed.
Yeah, on the show.
Okay, who wants to start this one? I feel like I've been
this
talking
is-
a
this
lot.
is-
I look to you.
This
You
is
know,
the
like you're the starter
Sportscaster
guy.
Loaf.
I can start it.
See, I'll start it. I have
go ahead.
the winner.
You think you do?
I do have the winner. It's Dick Wrongs.
No, I'm not giving him.
AKA Nick Wright. Let me tell you why. Because this donkey
Wright.
on
Nick Wright.
on 2 occasions this year, 2 of these finals. Talk about the most idiotic prediction ever.
Double loafy.
But he did it. This is the thing. He's sportscaster.
But he could be a double loafy winner.
I'm saying that's how potent it is. It's in 2 categories.
Well,
at least.
which one are you going to give him?
I'm just saying.
You can
well,
nominate them both separately.
the Boston Celtics one is comical because you and I were better than everybody on television that predicted that series.
Yeah.
Even the ones that.
Oh, this is the guy that said the Sixers' big 3 is better than the Knicks are. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he's not. But this is the thing about this. Fucking, they.
Go ahead, Nick Wright on the Celtics.
He says, and I quote,
Awful.
and he kept forgetting that Porzingis hadn't really played because he talked as if the Celtics didn't have an injury. The Celtics are so fucking good they could lose a 20-point score and it didn't faze them. That's why they ended up winning the championship. They lost the top 3 players who would have been an all-star on most teams last year. Let's be honest. So the thing is, for fucking, oh my god, I did it again.
What? Forgot?
Dick Wrong to say
Wright.
Nick Wright. Nick Wright. We call him Dick Wrong. Nick Wright. Nick Wright.
Yeah, I like it.
He says by the time the Celtics wake up and realize they're in a series, they're going to be down 3-1. They won in 5, and Porzingis missed half of the series. They won in 5. I mean that.
And they should have swept.
They should have swept them. if they weren't on the bus,
they were
on the bus.
They were in Boston.
They were in Boston. Jason Tatum's over to play in the half. They got blown out.
Yeah.
Everybody's celebrating. Like they've mailed this in. They're gonna whip your ass by 20 in Boston, which is exactly what they do. The thing is, fucking Nick Wright, Dick Wrong, fucking loser, just loser. This fucking guy. Says that has the Mavericks in 5. The Celtics win in 5. Then he doubles down because then in the Super Bowl, this is over. Mahomes
he can't even go against Kansas City.
Yeah, he can't. No way. Andy Reid is not. He's gonna outcoach his circles around this guy, which I thought he was gonna. There's not really had more talent. So, but that didn't happen because it was 34-0 before they fucking crossed. He crossed fucking half the 50-yard line. So, I mean, my God. So Dick Wrong is saying this. I don't know why Philly's getting on the plane. 40-22, and it was 34-0.
Yeah.
Before Kansas City crossed midfield. I mean, wow, Dick Wrong. And the best part was his show called him on it. They pulled out all these parades. That was hysterical. They had a guy come out in a Philly jersey with the Rocky shirt on like this, and then they had this marching band playing around, and they're dropping banners. Mahomes the GOAT, Kelsey, by the way, gets pantsed also in the Super Bowl, trying to block. That into the Kelsey Gronk debate right there. This guy can't block my mother. It's fucking embarrassing. Guy pantses him on 2 and gets him at one play, right? He gets burnt. Instead of trying to get back, he steps out and puts his hand up. Hey, I'm open. He's behind him. Mahomes can't even see him. I'm open. Well, this guy's sacking him. Yeah. I'm like, who's this block? Who's this block? Hey, I'm open. You asshole. Like, fucking, there were so many oh my God. And Dick Wrong says Philly shouldn't even get on the plane.
Dick Wrong.
He's Dick Wrong on this show.
Right.
So to me, could I divvy them up? Yeah, but together, they're just so powerful.
Yeah.
It's 2 championships that he was so far gone on.
Okay, so I'm going to bring this one up because it's on the same exact subject. And to me, it's Tim Legler saying the Mavs in 7. If we're going to go with Boston commentary, because Nick Wright knows nothing. His whole bit is
Jock and LeBron and Patrick Mahomes.
I'm gonna say this. It's almost Max Kellerman-ish. He tries to be smart.
Shock jock. Yeah.
Right.
He's worse than me with Brady.
But like Tim Legler.
But Brady has every record, so I can do that.
Now Tim Legler is a guy that I remember when you said Legler knows his shit. And then I started watching Legler, and he really does.
Yeah, he's one of the better ones.
And
he's got a lot of work done. His face, bro, does not look the same.
He just puts a lot of makeup.
No, he has the worst makeup artist ever.
Either way, he's a great knowledgeable sports guy.
He knows more.
And he called Mavs in 7.
Yeah.
And I remember when you and I were talking about the game and you were breaking it down, and I was like, "Look, I haven't seen a lot of the Mavericks, but if it's what you're saying, I think Boston might sweep them."
It's madness.
They
kept talking, and you heard this on ESPN. They kept talking about what Luka and Kyrie can do, and they kept forgetting that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were on the other side.
Well, 1 through 5, you could switch on.
Yeah, it's like you get, and not only that, it's like then there's Holiday and White who can double up Kyrie, and then there's the Al Horford coming off the fucking bench. I mean, this is a bad matchup all the way.
Yeah.
So for Legler to say this, and Boston was healthy because Porzingis played game 1 and part of game 2. He got hurt in the middle of game 2. By the way, when he went down in game 2, he had 12 points and 4 rebounds at the half. He was on his way on a double-double when he got hurt.
Impacted that game.
Yeah, and then he comes back in game 5 and gives him 5 and 7 off the 5 and 7 rebounds in like 10 minutes. So yeah, the point is that Legler to make that prediction. Now I think he based it on he didn't think Porzingis was going to play at all. He did say he said I'm basing this on I don't know if Porzingis is going to even play.
But
that's why I predicted
it still
7.
wouldn't have went 7 if he hadn't played. Maybe 6.
He didn't understand.
Yeah.
And I said this. The difference.
That's why I think
is
it's
that every time about how the Celtics going to match up with the Mavericks. I'm like, how are the Mavericks going to match up with the Celtics?
Exactly.
They can't stop any of them. Any position.
So we got
Legler and Nick Wrong.
Yeah.
Dick Wright.
All right.
Okay. So
double trouble.
Now, here's where I think is the worst sport. Now this is kind of a blanketed sportscaster Loafy of an entire industry. Okay. Almost every WNBA sportscaster loafed on this, acting as if Angel Reese was in the same
class
as Caitlin Clark. Now,
Angel will be getting nominated for a Loafy tonight.
too. So Monica McNutt, who I really like, she used to do the color commentary for the Knicks on the radio. She might still be doing it this year. Really knows basketball.
She's like a Doris.
She played
Her
college.
kinda-
Played in college. I think she played in the league too.
Yeah, she might have.
She definitely played in Division I college. She might have played in the league.
I mean, she knows her shit.
She knows her shit. Yeah.
And she went on ESPN or whatever show she was on. It was midway through, and she said, "Well, right now, the Chicago Sky they're one game better than the Fever. So right now, the Rookie of the Year is going to Angel. I'm going to give it to whoever's team finishes."
Yeah, that was stupid.
And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Angel Reese rebounds the ball well and puts back points. How are you comparing her to somebody who's playing guard? Getting face guarded 90 fucking feet on the court. Like, it was...
Yeah.
It was like, you're lying right now. Mm-hmm. Absolute loaf job.
The jealousy out of these women, for this girl, across that league.
Yeah.
And in the...
for both Caitlin and Angel?
No, for Caitlin.
For Caitlin.
Well, like, they didn't just want to be like, look, like...
Oh, yeah, they were, like, ruthless about it.
Well, it was just kind of like...
Stephen A. Smith even said it. I wanted to slap him.
Oh.
Tarasi was out of her mind.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, she loafed.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was just a joke.
She said reality was going to hit. Another woman...
Reality for Tarasi hit.
Dude,
Done.
And then the other part was, when they didn't choose her for the Olympics... One woman on ESPN said, the international game's too physical.
Oh, my God.
Him and I looked and said, isn't the WNBA the best women's league in the world?
Yeah.
How is the international game more physical? And if you watch those games, the dub is fucking physical as fuck.
Yeah.
There are two problems with her argument besides that. One, Angel Reese went to a playoff team.
Yeah.
And Caitlin Clark went to the second or third worst team in the league.
They hadn't made the playoffs since 2016.
Yeah. So Angel Reese went to a team that had already been to the playoffs. So technically, she's supposed to make them better. They missed the fucking playoffs.
And they had two top five picks.
Caitlin Clark, and they missed the fucking. They were worse with these two. And Caitlin Clark comes to this team that won like 10 games maybe. And they go to the playoffs. They started out 1-9 with the toughest schedule, and they ended up 5 and got the playoffs. And there's that. Then there's my favorite one, which goes into the Olympic team snub, which is another thing, where when they kept saying she couldn't play on the Olympic team, I kept coming back to there are two players in this league that are in the top 20 in 6 categories. And one is the girl who won the MVP for Asia Wilson. And the other was Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Think about what I just said.
Yeah.
That was halfway through the year.
Yeah, that was halfway through the year. There was two of them. It was Asia Wilson and it was Caitlin Clark. Top 20 in 6 categories. I was like, forget Rookie of the Year. She's an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
And the defense she was facing every night.
The game plan is to stop you.
Right.
Yeah.
Who was drawing up? I want a show of hands. Who was drawing up a game plan to stop Angel Reese?
Right.
Show of hands. Anybody?
Every single one.
And this isn't to tear Angel down. It was the sportscaster bullshit. Like, just call it like it is.
Sue Bird was the only one who was kind of neutral on it.
Yeah, and that was a little weak,
Yeah,
too.
it was. But she was struck. But she was in front of Tarasi. Didn't want to show her off.
Yeah.
But she was thinking it.
Yeah.
She was going to, wait a minute. Like, hold up.
Yeah.
She took a bunch of double A, whatever they were, to the conference, the national championship 2 years in a row.
Right.
That was Larry Bird all over again.
She took a program that's never there.
That's never that good to the Final Four in the championship. And by the way, they were the last team to beat South Carolina. Until this year, South Carolina had like one loss in 38 games. It was to Caitlin Clark in the Final Four 2 years ago. What the fuck are you looking at? Like, are you serious?
These are all good. These are all good.
There's that one.
That one's bad.
That's bad.
And it spans across like 30 sportscasters that were just
That's bigger.
wrong.
That's big.
Yeah,
Mine's more intricate.
Go ahead.
okay.
So,
what you got?
so just from working in broadcasting for 25 years, like in production, on camera.
Law dog.
So
KG veteran.
There's so and I'm gonna set this up.
Wiley.
And I'm not. I'm saying this because I don't want to sound like a hater, right?
Okay.
So I'm setting this up for you so you understand that there's like a cadence in broadcasting. So when you have a play-by-play announcer and a color commentator, if they're doing a football game, you have your play-by-play is really calling the game for the audience, right? Really just saying what's happening, and the color commentator jumps in and talks about, it expands on something
Color
of why.
commentary. That's the color.
You guys, right.
Yeah,
So
Gotcha.
there was a certain cadence about it where the play-by-play announcer typically talks 75 to 80% of the time during the game with the reads and all these other things that are going on.
Yep. This guy loafed himself. They're taking him out. That guy wet himself. They're taking him out. Yeah.
Right. So there's certain cadence. So I don't say this to be mean because I know he's a new guy, but I'm going to give the Loafy to Tom Brady. And here's why. You got to go through the whole season though. And here's what it's not, right? It's really not that he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's that he doesn't understand the cadence. So
it's his first year. How quick should you pick it up?
But if you get the Super Bowl, you got to pick it up, right? You got to pick it up pretty quick. And all it is you got. So I call it double Dutch. You got to play in double Dutch. You got to get in. You got to get out.
Yeah.
You got to get in and get out. Tom, if you ask Tom, what'd you think of that play? They're talking through he's talking through the next play.
Right. Well, they're going to commercial and he's still.
He said, by the way, did you know he's from? And I'm like, Tom doesn't get double Dutch. So that's why I give the extended, because he said it's over a year. No. It's just an extended Loafy. And it's just this year. I'm sure he'll get better.
Was this like a slow loaf? Like it was slowly? Like
this is his total sportscasting.
His ass was kind of just stretching as it was.
Greatest quarterback ever, right?
But
from a sportscaster perspective, this year was kind of a lot. Like it's just kind of.
I like it.
So I'm going to push this Loafy. I'm pushing this Loafy right back up.
Oh no, you're not.
Because when you hear me,
my thumb up
when I hear me,
my thumbs up.
Stick it to Brady.
According to cadence, the point is it's not like.
Here's the problem with that. You just said it. You just said it. You answered. You basically just said why it's not. Okay, because you don't go. Because he's the GOAT, they expect him to be the GOAT the second he steps in. That's one problem. That expectation is completely unfair. The second problem, that's one problem. The second part is this, okay? When he gives an answer, you're not getting an answer from the greatest of all time. So he hasn't learned to put that into 20 sentences. You know why? Because he has to stand in front of a fucking microphone every day answering questions about what happened and what didn't happen, because that's his job as quarterback. So he's got to go from that, which he's been doing for 23 years. You don't turn that off after 23 years. I don't care who the coach, the broadcasting coach is. The guy that we're talking is teaching him ain't the fucking GOAT. He never had that fucking problem. He was never standing in front of a microphone in front of all the reporters having to explain why the Pats won or lost the Super Bowl. He did that 10 fucking times.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking that it's real, and I'm not saying he was bad, but this is why he was bad.
This is why. Yeah.
That's why. He's not a Loafy.
We're actually saying the same thing.
But that's why it's not a Loafy, because there's no one that can coach him on that. You know why? Because there's no one standing there.
Oh, there's a lot of broadcaster color guys that could do it.
None of them were the GOAT. None of them ever had his problem. He had to do that every fucking Sunday for 23 years.
Well, and he's going to
turn it off.
If he's willing to get coached.
I think he will be. I think he'll come back from this. He'll come back better. He is.
Yeah.
That's never.
I can't imagine he would.
His coaches said he was a pain because he.
But mine was like I said. So that's why it's more a little intricate Loaf from a cadence standpoint.
I also hear what you're saying, and so I move.
You can keep it as a nomination.
Make a motion. Because by your standards, maybe this isn't a sportscaster Loafy. Maybe it's a diaper dandy Loafy.
Because it's continuous.
No, he's a rookie.
Oh, because he's a rookie.
Because typically a Loafy means...
You know what? I didn't even think about that.
Typically a Loafy means you were capable of doing something and you loafed yourself. He's saying... He doesn't have the skill set yet. He's still learning.
Well, he has to turn on. He has to change.
See, I feel like we're saying very similar.
No, but here's the thing. Tom Brady's used to being in front of a microphone where he has all day to answer questions because he's going to get 40 questions before he leaves.
And you know why?
Now,
you know what that means?
Now he's going to go into. He's going to do it in 20 seconds. The whole thing.
It means he doesn't disagree.
No, I do disagree strongly because there's no coach that can understand the transition he's making. Because no coach has had that experience as a player. No way. There's no one out there that you could say, oh yeah, unless you want to get him maybe Michael Jordan to coach him. But Michael Jordan's never been a broadcaster. So what the fuck?
And he'd probably be bad.
But he's like Magic was bad. But Michael Jordan could understand because he would have that same fucking problem. Okay,
so that's why I said it's more of an intricate Loafy on my part.
Maybe a diaper dandy Loafy.
Might be a diaper dandy. You might be right. But as a sportscaster, so far,
he's nowhere near.
There's some stench in the diapers. Okay, he doesn't have to throw the pants away.
Yeah.
You know,
especially
that's going to be a total.
That's a total.
The other thing that he does, that has to be. He stares at Kevin Burkhardt too much.
He does stare at him a lot.
Kevin,
and they don't want him to. They need him. They need him to face because they like the face.
We can pick apart all the mistakes the guy made. The point is, he's not used to having to do that.
No, exactly. No, and the thing is,
there's no one that can understand why.
You said it earlier, and there's something I learned at my job called situational leadership. Okay, so a lot of times we think, oh, somebody is amazing. You know, you're an amazing salesperson.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to make you a manager.
Yeah, it's
No,
the same.
Not necessarily
it's
work.
a different
No.
thing. So
Yeah.
now, when the person becomes a manager, you have to teach them as if they're brand new at this.
Yeah, not
because
they expect them
they
to be,
are.
and you can't expect them to be you.
No,
That's the other
But
hard
also,
thing.
it's like,
So you gotta be
okay,
fair. You gotta be fair.
This
That's hard to
person,
do.
This person knows how to sell. You don't have to teach them that anymore. But you have to teach all the skills
Yeah.
that are required to be a leader, a people manager, all that.
Yeah.
So while we look at Tom Brady as the greatest of all time, he's now a rookie broadcaster.
Yes.
And
He didn't go to college
sounds
for
like
it.
And he sounds like
Yeah, he didn't go to college
He
for
does
it.
sound
Yeah,
like
yeah. So that was kind of my thing. Is he doesn't learn the cadence yet.
Yes.
He
But I
doesn't
don't-
get it, but
Right.
it's like painful from a producer to watch to go. Oh, just go back.
But
go back,
because
Tom."
he's Tom Brady,
they're going to give him
they
a
put
lot
him in
of
the
love.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. For
They would
sure.
have never put anybody with that
Exactly.
skill level in
No.
the Super Bowl. But,
No, but it's Tom
But
Brady.
he kind of deserves it because he's the
For sure. For sure.
Oh,
for
by
sure.
the way,
You know.
who understands Patrick?
Oh, my God.
More than Tom.
Dude,
Patrick's trying to beat
refused
Tom.
use a pronoun. I don't know if you noticed that in the Super Bowl.
I
now,
know.
I mean, Patrick drops back, and when you look at Patrick, I mean, Patrick is running out of the pocket now, and as the pressure is coming into Patrick doesn't know, and we're like, motherfucker, have you heard of the word he? He said to Jesus Christ. Patrick, can you say something?
What
is he talking
So that's part of the loaf right
Yes,
there. That's like
the-
a bean in the loaf.
Right, that's
you
why
know?
I like what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not even trying to be a dick about it.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be
I'm
like
just saying,
suck or whatever. It's
I'm
like
just saying that you're-
as a
it's a-
Loafy award, just a sportscaster.
This isn't something you can just switch.
I like it.
You can't
It's
switch.
just yeah,
You
it hasn't
can't-
It's a good
improved.
nominee. It's a good
Yeah, yeah,
nominee.
yeah. It started off bad, and it just didn't really get like to a point where I was like, man, he's really hurting.
Kevin, I'll tell you, Kevin. I mean, the offense has to go out there.
If nothing else, he was funny.
The offense has to get off the
Has to.
field.
I'll imagine, but let me ask you this though: if we were watching a Tom Brady broadcast
Yeah.
and we were stoned, wouldn't we not be laughing?
It would be funny as
It'd be
fuck.
so entertaining.
Like 30 seconds, take a shot.
No.
Look, he's at a minute. Take a minute.
During the Super Bowl,
You get so
take a
wasted.
shot every time he says Patrick. You would have died.
Oh my god.
You would have died.
They'd be like, line up 8 shots. Like, motherfucker.
37 Patricks.
If nothing else,
We gotta start pouring water.
if nothing else, he would make you laugh until you died.
Oh my god.
If you were smart, by the way, he could make you some money because you could bet the over. I'll bet you $20 every time he says Patrick. Okay, what's the
I
over?
will say this.
Over.
He's
27.
He did
Nah,
get
somebody's got to be there to track
He
that
did
too.
get better because as the year went on, there were moments when I actually liked what he was saying.
That's good.
Early in the year, he had trouble. Like
the Super Bowl wasn't great either, right?
Yeah, he was.
We do agree. Super Bowl wasn't
It
great.
wasn't great, but it was better than his first game.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because the first time I heard him, I was like,
The first time I heard him, I was
Yeah.
like, "Yep, he's lost."
Yep. He's
I wasn't mad. I was like,
scared.
he was scared. I'm like, all right, this is not.
Yeah.
It's not what he does.
Might not be things, yeah.
And it's like now he's got to go. He's got to try to not be Tom Brady the player, but be the broadcaster.
Call the game,
by
don't
the way,
watch the
when you've
game
been-
either. That's
when you've been-
another
Here's
thing.
the other thing, elephant
Yeah.
in the room with this. When you've played for Bill Belichick for 20 years, he trains you to not say anything.
yeah, that's
So now he's also going to try and it's okay. You're not going to get fired for
He
this.
takes your personality
yeah,
out.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah,
like
you have to
you're a robot.
to play for Bill Belichick for any length of time. You have to be really tough mentally because you have to go out there and button your lip every time. So you can't say anything on the company line. And Tom Brady had to do that for 20 years for this guy. So how does he shut that off? That's got to be hard because now he's like, okay, it's okay. I can say I'm not going to get in trouble. I'm not going to get fined. No one's going to get in trouble. I'm not going to get. And now he's like, it's okay. It's okay. And so maybe I think that was part of it. He held back. I'm like, well, that was kind of bland.
Hunter Dick, baby.
And it took
Getting
him a
blown
while.
out in Kansas.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
So anyway,
Hunter Dickinson.
what were the
Hunter
Loafies
Dick, I
again?
call
We
him.
had, I mean, for the
Okay, so we have Nick Wright,
Nick Wright.
Tim Legler,
Dick Wrong. Yeah.
We have the
Tom Brady.
WNBA broadcasters and Tom Brady.
What was the first two?
Nick Wright,
Nick Wright.
and Tim Legler.
Tim Legler. Predicting the Mavs in 7. Look at
This is tough.
You know, this is tough. The WNBA thing was a whole season.
It was bad.
I mean, even at the end when
They started coming off it though.
Yeah, but it took to the end. Like it was like 2 weeks before the playoffs. They finally someone came around and went, look at. She's just bad. Someone just finally
well,
just
one
all
thing
right,
that started
I can't
it-
carry this torch any longer.
Dude, one thing that started it was I think I think a lot of the women in the league started realizing it.
They had no choice.
Because remember when
She bent Taurasi over 3 times.
You know when
Taurasi started all this shit.
Oh, no. 4 times she beat her, I think.
No, it was 3. They were 3-0.
Okay, one of the big moments was
She's
the
so
All-Star game when they had the Olympic women against the WNBA All-Stars.
Yeah.
And I feel like all those women went in there going, fuck them, we could all be on the Olympic team.
And they beat them. That was their only loss.
Enrique, even
Caitlin had 10 assists. Enrique had 35, 36 points. They were the best backcourt. Like this was like watching Magic and Bird in their prime. It was like watching Magic and Bird in their prime. It was like, oh my god!
Even Caitlin even had an assist to Angel in that game.
Yeah, she did.
Remember that?
Yep, she did.
And like
even that, Caitlin being like the Barack Obama and Angel being like Donald Trump. Freaking Caitlin, fucking. That's a good analogy, man.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good.
Anyway, so back to my thought. The point is that team was better than the team that won the gold medal.
Which was the
and
best team in
Caitlin
the world.
Clark and the girl from Dallas are the reason why. It's like they were trying to guard her 10 assists. That's all right. I'll just Magic Johnson.
Kelsey Plum was facing.
Kelsey Plum was in her jaw. And she was, oh my
in
God.
an All-Star game.
Yeah, that's what
I like it.
Going at each other.
They're going at it.
And so, this is the thing about the WNBA one. That this was an entire season.
And it was bad.
It wasn't, as much as I can't stand Nick Wright, it was 2 games. And they were championship games, so that matters.
And he's also an idiot.
But he's an idiot, and I love that. I guess his idiocy was vindicated.
Yeah.
It kind of was. So double Loafy, I'd be okay with if he gets that. He's got to get something like that because he's a donkey. But anyway, I would agree that the
WNBA one might be the winner.
Takes the whole season.
I'm okay with that.
It was the whole season. And the Olympics. You have snub in the Olympics.
And because you think about
the
impact that Caitlin is having on this game, to have these Loafies around that kind of talent is just inexcusable.
The idiot Loafy?
Yeah.
We should have that
really
too, because this would be a double. That's the thing. That's why it's the winner, because it'd be a double nominee. So yeah, I think it's the WNBA broadcasting crew.
The women came through.
Yeah, they did. That's a steamy one. So yeah, ladies, here you go, ladies. I know you hate these. Remember. I hope one of your husbands has one. We have to throw it away.
Queen Loafy.
Queen Loafy. Anyway, next category.
So maybe we should save trophy Loafies. What if we go to? Should we go to like regular season Loafies?
Yeah, I got.
Let's do that.
Do we have postseason or playoff Loafies?
Because we got a standard. We got a standard and we have a double.
Okay.
That's what you had now.
Yeah.
So all right.
So we'll go just regular season.
I'll start.
Loafy.
I'll start this one. Okay. So I got the standard Loafy was the Lakers versus the Jazz the other night, and no defense after you blew them out on Luka's opening night in LA, dude. It was bad. Laurie Markkanen scored like 32 points. It was just a standard Loafy. Like, you went and played no defense at all. It was bad. It was like 132 to 109 or something like that. It was bad. It was just a straight up.
Okay,
almost like a very recent. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to be here, Loafy.
Yeah,
that's what it was. All-Star games tomorrow. Fuck yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
And then moving up to the double is real recent. It was this week. The Chicago Bulls back-to-back versus the Pistons at the United Center 2 nights in a row. They played last week. Chicago was down by 42 at the half.
Yeah, was this?
And then in game 2, they came back the next night in their home stadium, same bat channel, and just got blew out again. So that is the double back to back by the Pistons. And we're talking about the 86 Celtics. This is the Detroit Pistons that blew you out by 42 points.
Twice
in a row, 2 days in a row on a back to back.
It was a back to back bum blast
at your own house.
At your own house.
That's a back to back bum blasting right there.
Yeah. So that's the double. So the standard was the Lakers against it, and it was all literally this past week.
All right.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
It was funny. They're both really funny.
Okay.
That was very funny.
All right. Good open.
That's a good open. I like that one. Mine, I don't know if it's funny or bitter. Maybe it's both. And this is regular season. And here's the thing about this one. This one has gone on the entire season.
It might be a diaper dandy if I think I know what you're going to say.
It's better than a diaper dandy. It's better than that because these aren't rookies. The Boston Celtics have lost 11 home games.
Yeah.
They're healthy.
What is that?
They have the best road record in the league.
They've beaten the Knicks by 30 twice.
Yeah, they won the championship where they demolished. They're the best team in the world on paper. They have the most talent. And they have loafed themselves 10 fucking times at home. And of the 10 losses, 7 of those teams are 500 or lower. Talk about a Loafy. I mean, I don't even know what this could go into a super duper double, whatever it is, Loafy, because 10 fucking times. And not one of those teams. By the way, the first team to do it was a team that had the coach, Steve Kerr. They came into Boston. Jason Tatum was benched by this guy in the Olympics. Okay? And they're coming into Boston. You thought Tatum and Brett would have wiped the floor with these guys because last year in Golden State they beat them by 52. Actually, it was Boston last year. They made him quit. It was Klay Thompson. It didn't even come out for the second half. It was one of the biggest.
They did that again a few weeks ago.
I'm saying, yeah, but it was on the road. But this is the thing. Like, so they lose. That was the first Loafy at home. You thought Tatum would come out and drop 60 on their heads, or the Celtics would have bent them over like they did last year. They lose at home to them.
Hunter Dickinson standard Loafy year.
Yeah, they're
6 points. Averages 16.
Then they lose at home to the Philadelphia 76ers on Christmas Day, who the 76ers are terrible. They're at home.
That was bad.
That was awful. Okay,
That was a holiday Loafy.
Yeah,
Man.
steamy. It was yeah. It was a holiday Loafy. That's right. It was. The point is, there's 10 of these in one diaper.
So it's a double Loafy?
I don't know what it is. It's a cinch. It's a day.
It's definitely a multi-loaf.
10.
Multi-loaf.
I don't know if there's a category for this. 10
It's kind
Loafies.
of like a regular season loaf job.
It's a regular season loaf job.
Okay.
Think about it.
So standard Loafy then.
But
For the-
but here's
standard for the
thing,
season.
It's a regular season, but it's the entire
It's extended,
season.
yeah.
It's a big regular season steamer.
Well, it's kind of like a diaper dandy because it's
You know what?
continued,
We
but
don't
it's
even
just
know
not
if it's
rookie.
all the way out. I think
Is
it's
this like
still
an
coming
adult
out.
diaper dandy?
Like it's still out. Like they can't even pitch it off. It's still
The
there.
diaper dandy is only a diaper dandy because you're
Young.
young.
But adult diaper. That's why I say if you flip the
Tom
script
Brady
and
is
you
a-
go, you're old, right?
No,
Could
but
that
you
be
have
like
to
an
a rookie.
extended?
So Tom would be the adult diaper dandy.
But that's not the diaper. I'm talking about the adult.
He's a rookie in
right?
that field. To your
right. So he'd be the depends diaper dandy.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the depends diaper dandy. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah. So that makes sense. Okay,
Depends
all right, cool.
diaper dandy.
That's great.
Oh man, dude,
anyway.
we could have so much fun with the Christmas loaf.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
is it a Lord of Loafies because it's the day that the Lord,
Lord, yeah.
was born?
The Lord's birthday.
Your Lord.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. He's out there. I
Did
don't know.
you-
It's him. It could be an it. It could be a her. No, you know what? It's got to be a man. If there is a God, he's got to be a man. You know why? Because no woman could or would ever fuck things up like this. No fucking way. No fucking way. Women on their worst day are more efficient than men on their best day. Okay, and then, you know why we're laughing? Because we're all happily married.
Societal
and we know.
Loafy.
That
goes to you, guys.
So if there is a God, he's got to be a male.
Absolutely.
Because no female would ever fuck this up. Donald Trump, fucking, I mean, just go world hunger, fucking all that. Oh my God, these people,
right.
Trump voters. Come on. If there is a God, it's got to be a man.
So that means we're all going to agree on the societal Loafy. That is that.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all gonna-
That's the societal.
That's just a continued adult diaper loaf.
Yeah.
But
Just
in terms
ongoing
of-
loaf.
In terms of the regular season loafing,
Okay, you're giving Boston.
and it's still going. Again, I don't know if it's all the way out.
So I had a couple.
It's still there.
It's still halfway there.
I had a couple, but I asked to make a motion for this coming year. I think that'll help us with the standard Loafies on these awards.
Sure.
Is that we start doing a Loafy of the week.
Oh, weekly loaf.
Because if we do the Loafy of the week,
You have to be here every Saturday.
then
Can't do a
at the
weekly
end of the
loaf. You
year,
can skip the week one. You'll be here Saturday.
because if we do that, then at the end of the year we go back through the Loafies of the week, and it's like you just pick.
Yeah, you just pick. Yeah.
When you're not thinking about, because it's
You
easy
know
to
what kind
forget
of a
about
record
the
Donald
Loafies.
Trump's going to have?
Oh yeah.
Weekly loafies. If we go to societal
what would
loafies,
you-
he'll win that in the next
Yeah,
4 years.
yeah,
It's going to be a weekly loaf.
yeah.
There might be multiple loaves
The
every week.
current Loafy of the week for him is them accidentally firing the people that handle like
That the nuclear weapons. Oh no! What
No, you guys.
You
No,
doggy.
you guys.
And right before that, in the same week, he sends those 2 fucking doggies over to Europe. Did you hear these idiots?
Yes.
Oh my God! Like if you're watching that as an American. You're sitting there and there's no you feel embarrassed. You feel like you're in a like you're naked standing in it like you're embarrassed.
Yeah.
You're fucked. There's no one in the room. You've done nothing wrong and you're embarrassed because you're witnessing.
you're hung
this.
like a Hungarian field mouse, and you're naked, in public.
In public.
Okay,
It's like-
so my 2 regular season Loafies that came to mind when I thought about this was the Bears losing to the Commanders on the Hail Mary,
Yeah.
because that torpedoed their season. That was like the beginning of the end for them.
Yeah.
And
It was a slopey loafy.
it might have been.
That was slopey.
And
I like that.
That
Slopey loafy.
DB, do you remember the DB running down the sideline when they should have been
Right on the
Getting back, he was talking shit. He was talking shit to the crowd, and then he was the one that
gets burned.
He was the one that tapped the ball up
That's right, he tapped the ball
to
up.
the receiver, who then caught it. Oh my God. I mean,
that might be an all-time.
in terms of regular season loaf jobs.
That's pretty.
That
bad.
was big.
That's big.
The other one I had. Now this one was minimized by the championship, but Ryan Day and Ohio State losing to Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won the championship though.
Yeah.
That's your double loaf?
No, that's just
Regular
that's a
season.
regular
Those are
season
both
loaf.
regular season nominees.
Gotcha, okay. For regular season. Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so we got those, and any more?
Yeah, anymore. There are tons out there. It's just you forget about
Well,
it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Once
Yeah.
the season,
there's tons.
Yeah, I felt like
so many you can't possibly.
there's so many standard loafies, so there's so many possibilities for double loafies. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But the Celtics
Well,
are.
John brought up. Remember when the Eagles lost to the Falcons on like Monday Night Football?
Oh, that was bad.
And Saquon dropped that 5-yard out pass that would have been a touchdown, and Cousins came back.
Probably the
I was
only
like,
mistake Saquon made all year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And again, they win the Super Bowl, so that's not even a
Indicates
loaf.
it,
Yeah. At that point, the loaf's cleaned up.
These loafies
Pair of
have to-
pants is clean.
Yeah, these loafies have to lead to something.
Yeah.
Like the downfall, you know what I mean?
The downfall of the Bears.
The downfall, yeah.
The Bears.
Like, that one I understand. The Celtics is still to be determined, but if it costs
It
them
could.
home court
It could.
and they lose because of it, oh babies, that's gonna stink.
Yeah.
Like, and again, you look at the schedule, you look at who these lost to, you're like, how that? And you look at who played that night, like how that? I mean, they lost a game last year. Like, thank God we didn't have the show last year. Remember the game at home against LA after they beat them on Christmas Day? They come to Boston, no LeBron,
nobody.
no Anthony Davis, no Reeves, no, not the other guy, Westbrook. All three of them are out. And fucking Reeves gets 32 points, and the Celtics lose at home to the
won by
Lakers.
double digits.
Yeah, they blew them out. It was embarrassing. It was
Dude,
like, that was
the
so
other
bad.
regular season loafie I was thinking about, remember that NBA game this year where between the two teams they shot like 90-something threes?
Yeah, it was Charlotte, and
It was awful.
It was.
And I mean,
they shot 70.
That's
my
building
God,
like a
They
rec
shot
center almost. So many bricks.
77 threes.
That's too
between
many.
them.
That's too many.
and like
And they made like 12.
Oh, God, it was awful.
so many.
Combined, they made 12.
It was a record.
So one team goes.
I'm just in my
one
mind
team
going,
goes
oh.
the other team goes 6 for 40. It's like,
Oh my god.
you're a fan in the stands, like, what the fuck
with the
is
clip
this?
involved in
Is
that?
this some kind of joke?
Yeah. It's like an all-star game.
You're,
They
you're
just-
waiting for the camera to go.
Like,
you got
people
punked.
can't make shots?
Yeah, like you're
So
waiting for
weird.
the camera to go. You got punked, and both teams are in on it.
So
No,
crazy.
It's not happening.
So crazy.
77 bricks. Oh, it was
my God.
I
terrible.
think which game it was.
It was Charlotte and somebody.
Oh, yeah. The Chicago Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets combined for 75 missed
Missed.
three-point shots.
That's crazy.
They missed 75.
They attempted. Yeah, that's right. They missed 75.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they missed. Holy
That might be the answer. That might be. Holy shit. We thought they took 75.
Oh my god.
They missed 75.
But wait, is that a potential? Just throw them away, Loafy.
That could be.
That could be a throw them away, Loafy.
Both teams.
Just throw the
Yeah,
jeans.
put
Just
your
throw them
pants-
away.
Oh, Jesus.
Just get rid of
There's
them.
a dumpster outside.
Get them out of
There's
here.
a fucking-
Set them on fire.
Burn them.
Your wife is going, just burn it. Throw it in the
burn it.
furnace. Just
burn it.
Just throw it outside in the fire. Kill it. Just kill it. And if your wife said that, it'd be even funnier. Like, just throw it, burn it, burn it. What? Build a fire and fucking burn them.
Jesus.
If Becky said that to me, I would die from laughing. Just set a fire.
Tom's into his phone right now. He's deep in there.
Sorry, the kids were texting me.
Oh, that's all
They're
good.
home alone.
Yeah, 75
all
misses.
Misses. This is a tough one because I'm not that passionate about any of the regular season loafies.
10 and count.
I mean,
for the
that-
Celtics.
Nah. I mean, I was thinking for this category, it's just something really basic. You know, like, oh, that's just a standard loafy.
But these aren't so standard.
Yeah, but yeah. These are not so standard.
They're not a little loafy. They're legit loafies.
Yeah. Oh, they are
kinda
definitely
are.
legit loafies.
These are all legit,
legit.
loafies.
Yeah.
Just,
All of them.
They shouldn't be penalized because they happen in the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, the Bears
a
led to
loafy is a loafy is a
the Bears
loafy.
led to a coach fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A loafy.
I
These
don't
are
know,
all legit
did they
loafies.
fire him right after that game, or was it after the Lions game?
There's actually a Lions game, I think.
That was the
He
one
fucked
that
the clock
started
up.
the. Yeah.
Yes.
Weren't y'all beating? Like
They were about to beat
the Bears
us
were
on
beating
Thanksgiving.
them,
Like,
yeah.
get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
and then they
he
fucked
fucked
it
the
all up.
clock up. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, we don't need you anymore. By Eberflus.
Eberflus. Somebody Somebody signed him
I know they did. Was it Tennessee maybe or?
as a decoy.
Why not? They're losing.
Yeah.
A bunch of
Yeah.
losers, Tennessee.
Oh, I'll tell you, they're terrible, bro.
I swear, don't you feel like sometimes there are organizations out there just go, where's the biggest loser in the market?
Yeah.
Somebody get
Patricia's still in there.
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
What the fuck are they doing?
Easy.
Ohio State.
That's a GM.
That's a
Loafy.
GM Loafy.
Yeah, but remember I said about that earlier, but I didn't think we could do college GMs.
Oh, why not?
Oh, that's great. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not.
I was thinking more
official yet.
professional.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah, because it's not professional. So it's like,
but at the same time,
That's a pretty big loaf.
Money wise, they're professional.
Don't you
yeah,
just,
I agree.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
the
they're
only
making-
way Matt Patricia has any other job on the street other than sweeping it is Bill Belichick must be like the Godfather. Like he's that dude. Just taking my son, taking my guy. And you only
He's got a lot of dudes hired. A lot of them aren't that great, though.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're average at best.
Yeah.
They're average at best.
I mean, and Vrabel might be okay. He might be
Vrabel
one of the
didn't
better
coach
ones.
with him though. He played for him. He never coached with him.
Oh yeah, that's
So
true.
he kind of half counts.
Yeah.
But he didn't coach under him first. All
Yeah.
the ones that came under him pretty much failed. Weiss had
everywhere.
a winning record at Notre Dame. He failed because they never were a contender. But he had a winning record. But he was.
What do they call him? Not the big tuna, because that was
No,
Parcells.
we call him something else.
What they call
Who?
What they call Charlie Weiss?
We called him tuna melt.
It was something else.
he stunk.
They called Charlie Weiss something.
He was tuna melt or tuna light.
He's
Tuna
a
light.
big boy.
He was tuna light
He was a big boy.
because he was light tuna compared to what Parcells. But anyway, so I mean, that's a.
Trying to look up the box score from that game.
That Notre Dame game?
No, the Bulls.
Matt
Hornets
Patricia
game.
that's a Loafy.
That is kind of a loafy for Ohio State. Yeah.
What made of all the candidates out there, him? He destroyed. Think about this.
Destroyed the Eagles.
He destroyed two organizations.
Detroit, he was terrible.
He destroyed Detroit. Jared Goff was in the street with a cup.
But
And
to
then he
his
left
credit,
at
we
the
got
time.
Dan Campbell
He
after him,
did,
so
yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, but Dan Campbell's not a Belichick guy. Not at all.
No, he's not. You're right. Yeah, we're talking Belichick guys. Yeah.
Matt Patricia is a
Dan Campbell is on
Matt Patricia, when I look at Matt Patricia-
what's the Denver Broncos coach?
Sean O'Hagan.
No.
Peyton made the playoffs.
Sean Payton. He's on the Sean Payton tree. Dan Campbell.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's a winner.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah,
And
absolutely.
So I mean,
Yeah,
the thing is, Matt Patricia is. I look at Matt Patricia whenever I see him on TV, and kudos to him. By the way, he has lost a lot of weight, so he's actually gotten healthy. I give him props. To be fair, I give him props. But every time I see him on TV, I look at him with the same disdain as I look at Donald Trump. Literally, I do disdain because he's so bad at his job. It's like,
Yeah.
how are you still like Stone could do a better job than him.
Dude, at the Super Bowl, Portnoy was interviewing him and was like, "What the hell was going on with you guys doing the offense? Like, what happened there?" And somebody was like, defensive guys, I think they know everything."
He didn't know defense.
He didn't know offense.
Detroit's defense was in the bottom of the league all fucking 3 years he was there. He was a bum. I'm
So-
like, then he destroys Mac Jones.
So in this game,
like, what the fuck?
so Charlotte was 8 for 46 from 3.
Oh, boy.
And the Bulls were 14 for 51.
That's fucking terrible.
Charlotte was 17%, and the Bulls were 27%.
If you're below 30, you suck.
Yeah,
One was 17 and one was 27. You have to be at least 30. If you're below 30.
I'm going to pee when I get back. You guys decide the Loafy.
We'll go right
What
after
is the
you.
Loafy on this one?
It's the regular season Loafy.
Oh yeah, mine was just a game, the Lakers game.
I agree with that one.
But it was pretty funny.
The
Like,
Celtics one is just a Loafy that is still coming.
it's still coming. Yeah, it's still
coming
going.
out.
Yeah.
That gives it an edge because those Loafies have all been pinched. This
Yeah.
one might even be bigger. It's already last year.
This is a standard Loafy.
It's not,
Yeah.
no, it's not. We don't know how big it is. It's not done.
Right.
Here's the thing. They lost 4 games at home all last season. They've lost
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. No, I know.
And they've been healthy.
So there's that.
and the teams, the opponents are losing to are the bottom of the league.
And then what did Tom say was Loafy for him?
His was a game. It was
Man, I forgot what he said.
it was a college game, wasn't it?
Oh, he said it was Matt Patricia.
Matt Patricia.
Going to Ohio State. That's pretty funny.
No, that's a hiring.
That's
Loafy.
that's a
different
bigger than a
category.
standard
That's not
Loafy.
a standard Loafy.
That's like, whoa,
Ohio
man,
State
that's
is
kind of a
going to.
big,
He's
big
going to,
miss.
and the thing is, they're going to have so much fucking talent. He's going to fuck up so many future drafts.
I know. Michigan's probably loved it. They're like, oh my God, this is great.
He might fuck up. They can have 10 All-Americans on defense. He will fuck this up.
Yeah.
Matt Patricia will fuck this
I
up.
think we're going to vote for your Matt Patricia one. That's pretty funny.
That was mine, actually.
Matt Patricia one.
I said.
Oh, that you said the one
I
at
said-
Ohio State?
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
That can't be a regular season.
No, it's not. I think
just a
it's
standard?
That's a GM Loafy.
That's a GM Loafy? Okay. All right.
I think again, I agree with this, but it's one game. The Celtics Loafy is at 10, and it's
And then what was yours then?
The Bears.
Oh, the Bears. Yeah.
So
guy
the
who was
Bears are
talking shit.
the Ohio State Michigan one really isn't because they ended up winning.
they won it. Yeah, I tell
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
it dilutes the Loafy.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think the Bears is
The Bears is
good.
pretty funny. You talking about the overtime one?
No, the end
the-
of the Hail Mary against the Commanders.
Yeah, like the Hail Mary.
With the Bears DB talking shit, then comes over,
Catches it.
tips the ball.
Yeah.
and-
That's probably got to win it. That's probably got to win it.
Because yours, we kind of have to wait and see.
That's the point. It's not
Yeah,
done.
yeah, it's still
It's
going.
a stuck. It's already
stuck.
Think about it. It's 10
It's just
games.
it's a low right now.
It's
It
a,
hasn't
think about
become
it.
a
We're
feat.
talking
Yeah.
about, but think about it. We're talking about 10 losses already, and the
Yeah.
sucker isn't all
But
the way.
here's
out.
the thing.
yeah.
But
That's going to be like a 10-foot loaf right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But look,
And it's
sure.
still coming out.
But here's the thing, and you've
might
said
be
this.
surgery.
You've said this. If they win the championship next year, you'll say, okay, you can do it like that.
But we don't know.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If the,
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
All right, dude. If you
Lot
want
of
to do the,
acting.
what's the one? What was the one you guys?
It looks like he like.
Chicago,
Chicago. Give it Chicago.
you okay?
Yeah, it's good.
But it's
Yeah.
only getting this.
Yeah.
it's really.
Okay, that's fine. That's because standard.
The
You got to
Celtic
get saved the bigger one for the double
Celtic
Loafy.
one is already huge, and it might be giant.
The end of the year, the Celtics.
If that thing is still coming out at the end of the year, you guys are going to be eating your words. You'll be eating your Loafies.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, next one.
Okay, so
That was regular season Loafy.
So we can go diaper dandy Loafy, we can go postseason Loafy, trophy Loafy, or societal.
I think the only one we haven't done is. No, we did.
haven't done any of those.
Postseason Loafy.
we haven't done postseason trophy. Diaper
Yeah, let's do
dandy.
postseason.
Let's do postseason Loafy.
That's
Okay.
I got two fun ones
Do you
for
want
that.
to go first?
Go
or-
ahead.
I,
Start it
you want me to go?
Yeah, you
I'll give you both. I thought Aaron Judge has got to be a vote for one
Yeah,
from
postseason Loafy.
postseason Loafy. Like
Aaron Judge.
just
Oh, just Aaron
non-existent.
Judge alone. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Aaron Judge alone was that.
Okay.
And then I had the ultimate postseason Loafy from Jared Goff. 5 fucking interceptions,
Ooh,
5
I didn't
turnovers.
think of that one.
That's a
I
bad.
didn't have all 5. Jensen had one.
Yeah.
He had 4.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's
And, but he had 5 turnovers because he did have a fumble
He had a
too,
fumble,
if
too.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? 8
So that's a
possessions?
steamy one.
8
That's
possessions,
a
5
bad
ended in
postseason.
turnovers.
After you got home field advantage
They ended in punts. They ended in turnovers.
against
Hold on,
the
hold on.
worst seeded
So hang on
team,
a second. He threw 4 picks.
Yeah.
Jamison Williams threw 1.
And he had a fumble.
and they had a
also.
fumble.
6 turnovers.
I think it was 6
He's
turnovers.
put up 31 points.
Dude, Washington scored like 45 points, bro. At home.
45-31.
At home.
And they had
Home
6
field. You were the
turnovers.
number 1 seed.
Dude,
That's an
That's
ultimate
six
postseason Loafy right
That's
there.
bad.
that was a coaching staff Loafy too.
6 turnovers.
Well, no, they're not the ones doing the turnovers.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Here's
Yeah,
why.
man, they're not the-
here's the
that should be their
here's
fault.
Here's why this Loafy is even bigger than he thought it was. They were in a dome. Right. When you think about a team having 6 turnovers, you think it's a monsoon or a drought.
Or a snowfall or something. Yeah.
You don't think about
Jared
perfect.
Goff's gotta take
You don't get perfect conditions and do this. It
But you
doesn't
guys didn't go
happen.
yet.
No, I'm saying
That's a
in
good
terms of blaming the Loafy, it's Goff. You're right.
It's 100%. Yeah. All right.
Okay,
So
what
you're
you
up.
got?
Well, I think that. Damn it, that's good. To me, it's the tight end from Baltimore.
Mark Andrews.
Because he had the
Oh,
fumble.
yeah, that's
He had
good. That's definitely a
he had the
postseason
fumble
Loafy.
at midfield.
The frozen loaf.
And then he
Yeah.
had a chance to redeem himself after the loaf.
And he dropped.
committed another loaf on a ball that dropped into his lap as he was
That wasn't
sliding.
Lamar's fault at all.
No, it was not Lamar's fault. So that is 2 of them, and that cost them the game and their season and everything else. And he doesn't normally make those plays. This is the other thing. This guy, by the way, he had in his last 5 years, he had 1 turnover. In like 5,
Yeah, he had like
5
one
years, he had like
drop pass or something.
One drop pass,
Yeah.
something like that. And now he does this
Crazy.
twice in the same game. Like, man, yeah.
That's what made me think Saquon was going to fumble in the Super Bowl or do something out of the ordinary.
I
but he
don't
just
disagree with
played
your
great.
guy. Your guy
Instead.
at 5 turn.
Jared Goff's good.
That's good. These are both good.
Yeah, I mean, So the two I had were the Lions getting crushed by the Commanders. I put 5 turnovers. Mark Andrews drop pass on the 2-point. Those are my 2. Yeah. You could also throw Dalton Kincaid in there when he loafed.
That pass. I'll tell you what, Josh Allen, people don't give him enough credit for that play.
That was a nice play.
That was a jailbreak. The fact that he off his back foot put that where he put it.
Yeah.
The fucking guy drops it. Oh my God. Like the guy's getting run over by a train over here, and someone gets the ball to you, and you fucking drop it. What the fuck are you doing? It's like
it's obviously between the Lions and Mark Andrews, and it's tough.
I'll tell you why. I think it's the Lions. There's 6 of them. not 5.
Number 1 seed too.
Yeah, there's 6 of them, and they were in perfect. Mark Andrews was in
the crust on the loaf. Is
the ball is slick. The ball is wet. It was a snowstorm in Baltimore. It wasn't ideal conditions. This is in a dome, and there
like
were
ciabatta bread.
And there were
crust,
4 more of them. There were 4 more of them, and it was in a dome.
It was a 10-yard pass.
I know. But Jared Goff put on his Charlie Brown hat. Jared Goff was fucking Charlie Brown on the football field. Yeah. He was doing awful decisions. Like, what are you doing?
I think that's fair. I think
good postseason.
Jared Goff.
I think the Lions.
There you go.
6
and Goff.
16.
Yeah, because you had that down too. All right.
Yeah, 16.
Well, I had both of them.
Yeah, they were both.
I had both.
They had Andrews.
And the Lions were my 2.
Oh yeah.
But I think Goff.
Detroit
and the Lions.
Goff's got to get it. Yeah.
Steamy.
All right.
Steamy.
Excellent.
Okay.
Next category.
Well, now we can go.
One more than a
Let's wait for the trophy because the trophy should be on its own.
On its own segment.
Yeah. So do you want to? Let's do Diaper Dandy Loafy.
Okay.
The Diaper Dandy Loafy.
Does anybody have?
But are you still considering my Tom Brady for the Diaper Dandy? Yeah.
Yes,
so I'll enter that one. Yeah. I'll enter that one. Yeah.
So my Diaper Dandy Loafy. I have to look up his name.
Chicago Bears.
No, it's the Sixers guard from Duke, the kid that paints his nails. What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
I always forget his name. Yeah, he was a good player in college.
Yeah, he's good, and he's good.
Not Markel Fultz, right?
Jared McCain.
Jared McCain.
No, Jerry McCain, yeah.
So this kid came in, was only playing minutes here and there. Then as injuries happened, he got more minutes. He started to have a few good games, and he started hitting threes in this one game, and turned around and yelled, "I'm the fucking rookie of the year." And we haven't heard from him since that game. He's nowhere to be found since that game. So I consider that a Diaper Dandy Loaf.
That is a Diaper Dandy Loaf. That's really good. Yeah.
I don't disagree.
I don't know if he's gotten hurt since then, but he's just,
okay.
He's not in the running for Rookie of the Year. Let's put it that way.
No. Oh my God, I had to go and I just forgot it. Fuck. You go. I'll come back to it.
Diaper Dandy.
Loaf.
I already.
You have Brady. It's back to me.
I mean, it's gonna go back to you.
It's gonna go right back to you. Who the fuck was? Oh my God.
Diaper Dandy Loafy.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
You're talking about Caleb Williams.
No, it wasn't Caleb Williams. No, it's Angel Reese.
That is a good Diaper Dandy. That's a good one.
Angel Reese.
Because the rebounds
and honestly,
kept going.
Angel has to win this because I can't remember an athlete, and she kind of brings it on herself because she keeps saying me. But
she does.
I haven't seen an athlete in her first year with this many funny memes made up about her. And her doubles and her bricks, like Angel Reese from 3, bang, and she throws an air ball up. It's like Angel Reese from bang. Oh, look at this layup. Wait, that's not a post move. Bang. Oh, look at this block where this girl fall down. Bang. It's like, oh my God. And they had her second for Rookie of the Year.
Yes, you need a Diaper Genie for that.
When you look at these blooper tapes, because there's several of them, and they're different bloopers, they're all the same.
Remember, she got 1 vote for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that person will never admit in front of a camera that it was them because they're going to get ransacked when Caitlin Clark's in the Hall of Fame as a 5-time champion. And Angel Reese is running a fucking jewelry store. I mean, because the thing is, Angel Reese is a very good athlete, but her skills. We've got kids on a 10-year-old team that have comparable skills to her. I'm not kidding when I say that. Okay, that's embarrassing. Like, and you see these hot tapes, like, how is that girl even in the WNBA? And then you're like, 13 points, 15 rebounds. Look at this on the same play. Bang! It's like, wow, it's bad. It's so bad. It's definitely Diaper Dandy Loafy. I think she does have talent, but she has to work on her skills. It's like, look, put the fucking phone down and get in the fucking on the court and start working on your post moves. Something, anything. I mean, her shot. Have you seen her shot?
Yeah.
Her shot is worse than half the kids on our team. It's fucking atrocious.
Lisa Leslie was on our podcast the other day, and she was like, "I'm going to help you with your layups."
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
She was like, "We can fix that."
We can fix that.
I'm going to help you. And Angel Reese is sitting there like, okay. All right.
Yeah, you bricklaying bitch. Fuck, give me a break. Fight. Like, there have been games where she has taken the same shot that Daquan has taken. Fired on the fucking backboard. It's like, is that Daquan's sister? It's fucking crazy. Oh my God. She is definitely, she is a double diaper dandy. She is. And the worst part about it is then she comes on TV and talks about how great she is. You're like, have you seen your tape? It's like, and the team finished worse than it did the year before. They didn't have. Oh yeah, I'm rookie of the year. Like, the team's worse with you. What the fuck are you talking about? You lost 3 games more than they lost last year. They didn't have you 4 games. You missed the fucking playoff. What the fuck are you talking about? It's like, me.
Yeah.
You suck, all right. You suck. Even Shaq had to go, all right, look. People have been bad. He said it this way. People have been bad mouthing Caitlin Clark. You can't do that. She's got skills. Translation, my girl sucks.
Yeah.
Finally, and the way he said it was like, I'm going to try and be gentle here. Because he didn't want, you know what he wanted to say about Andrew Reese? He wanted to say, God damn!
Yeah.
Because I'm better from the foul line than you are from running to the basket.
He also said
Surf and turf.
He also said she was the best athlete to ever come out of LA.
Yeah, he had to walk that back. He's like, all right, Caitlin Clark is.
He's like, no, she
because he was on the Reese bandwagon.
She won a championship.
Yeah, he was like, he was like, yeah, you have to get off Caitlin Clark because he realized she's carrying the fucking league. No one's watching Angel Reese. No one gives a fuck.
No.
Okay, and then people would take here's Angel.
I like watching her against Angel.
Yeah, but that's Caitlin Clark is every game you win. She on. It doesn't matter who she's playing. Look at the attendance.
She's so good, bro.
Look at the attendance of the games she played in versus when they were in town, and they got the best team in the league. Think about this. She carries that league.
When she would go to town,
they needed somebody like
that. The moment she came to Washington, they'd have to go to the Capital One Arena.
They had to move it.
They needed someone like that.
Yeah, they've never had anyone like this.
And the more you watch it, you realize there are some good ass fucking players in the league.
But she is the one bringing the light on it.
She's the one bringing it.
They wouldn't even know who these girls were if it wasn't for her half.
I know.
So it's like, to me, that's where Angel Reese you can't put Angel Reese. Angel Reese never had that impact on anything in her life. Okay, she didn't change the fortunes of an entire professional sports league. Caitlin Clark has done that in 1 year. Okay, so to me, that's why Angel gets the diaper dandy Loafy. Because again, she is talented, but too many times this year, she all over the place. And I got the meme tapes to show it. I can send them out. You get sick watching them. Oh my God, does this even end?
Okay, so we have Jared McCain, Angel Reese,
Tom Brady broadcaster, rookie of the year. Yeah, diaper dandy Loafy.
Any other rookies absolutely loaf themselves?
I don't know.
I want to say Jalen Polk for the Patriots, but no one cares who he is. It's like he was a high second-round draft pick. He was awful.
Speaking of Angel, she's on the commercial.
BK.
Yeah. Oh, look. Yeah, that's your problem. You're stuffing your face with burgers and not working on your
I do have to say, I kind of love Angel, though.
Yeah, he's got a problem.
Yeah.
He'll never vote for her for this one.
She's gorgeous, man.
He has a bias.
She's pretty straight, bro.
Sex should not be biased against someone because of their looks. That's what he's doing. Well, she's good looking. She can't win this one. That's pretty people.
We want to make sure
pretty people can't lose
this.
Pretty people can't have this.
I'm not even mad at it.
But Tom Brady can have it, and then most girls get wet when they see him. But whatever, good looking people.
Well, if I was a gay man, I wouldn't give Tom Brady a loaf, but I'm straight. Therefore,
Tom Brady, no one thought he was going to be the GOAT of broadcasting. Angel Reese talked herself into something she's not.
She does run her mouth a lot.
By the way, it's like a running diaper.
But then again, so does Tom.
Tom's getting paid to do it. People would pay Angel to shut up.
No, she's getting paid to talk. She's got a podcast that does well.
Yeah.
She's got a following.
She should talk less.
All right, so
what was yours again?
Jared McCain.
Jared McCain. Okay.
It just when he hit a couple threes in a row and ran.
He said that shit was fun.
I'm the fucking rookie of the year, and now he's like had knee surgery and he hasn't played.
He's doing this.
I'm the fucking rookie.
So now it's just straight shit in the diaper every single time.
I'm the rookie.
When I saw him say that, I was just like,
oh my God,
you're gonna regret.
Dude, but that, you know what? That could be nominated for funniest Loafy.
That's a funny.
The funniest.
That is a funny Loafy.
And then
Greg Schiano's got to be funny Loafy too, bro.
These are both very funny. We have a whole new
I
category.
can't forget about Greg Schiano now.
That's going to be
so
segment
funny.
3 when I'm talking about that. I think that's that one. Funny Loafy.
Segment 3, you mean?
Yeah, well, that's going to be funny Loafy.
Absolutely.
So this is between Brady and Angel.
Yeah. You know where I'm voting. Angel, to me, is, wow, just shut up. Shut up and work on your game. Because as a basketball purist, when you see someone run their mouth like that, you better be fucking good. And when you watch brick after brick after fucking brick, you're like, does anyone tell this girl you only get points when it goes in the hoop? It's like, what the fuck? And like, the thing is, every time you thought she couldn't play worse, she would play worse. She played worse, and then, by the way, she took herself out with 8 games left, and they're in a playoff race. She shut herself down. On top of it.
And she was hurt, I think.
She was playing, though.
Yeah.
They're in a playoff race. And the type of player you want...
it's really up to you. It's your decision.
The type of player you want is
where the
going to do
vote
that.
will go.
A champion doesn't do that. Remember when Michael Jordan came back and then don't do it the way, and he got him into the playoffs? Mm-hmm. This girl shuts it down.
He never got the Wizards in the playoffs.
No. But the Bulls in his rookie year.
Oh, yeah.
He was out most of the season. They told him, don't come back. He's like, no.
But he still
came back and got him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
This girl, they're one game out of it, and she tanks.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, get the fuck
So
out of
one
here.
thing that kind of adds to her loaf is when she was on the double streak, and like
she had it,
they'd be down by 10 or up by 10.
I didn't even think of that.
Run down to the block and scream for the ball.
The game's over.
10 seconds left. She needs a point.
The double.
She's screaming. And to get the ball, and then they played.
Steamy.
I think it was when they were playing the Mercury or the Sun. Her streak was on the line. She had 12 in a row, and they triple teamed her ass.
Yeah, fuck you. You're not doing because
they wouldn't let her get it.
Yeah, standard Loaf going on right now in front of our eyes with Hunter Dick. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, too late.
Hello, you're interrupting the Loafy Awards.
Loafy Awards.
To me, Angel's stench just kept.
I'm on IDD.
It's Angel Reese for me.
You can have Angel, but it's up to him.
It's Angel.
But I think he's going to go
Tom's
Angel. I think he's going to go Angel.
Thumbs up, Angel. Put this thumbs up. Yeah.
He's going to Angel.
Steamy. Okay, Angel Reese.
Loaf action.
Diaper Danny, Loafy of the action. That's going to do for segment 2. We'll be back segment 3. We got 3 more to go, and we have to go find Yoda. Segment 3 coming right up.